True perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we just may catch excellence. Hello there, this is Ben from Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and the quote you just heard from legendary football coach Vince Lombardi has been a go-to of mine since grammar school. We all chase perfection, including the WWE roster. They chase the perfect match, they chase the perfect character, and though they may not catch perfection, let's find out who caught excellence this week and made the first ever triple threat. Coming in at number 3 is a surprise to myself as well. Now, I'm one of those people that usually just watch the highlights of 205 Live on YouTube, but this week I happened to give it a chance, and I encourage you all to do the same. Number 3 is Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali is likely my new favorite in the cruiserweight division, besides Neville, of course, just because of his potential. Ali has out-of-this-world skill in the ring, and the inverted Hurricane Rana from this week's 2 out of 3 Falls match against Drew Gulak was fantastic. It looked nasty. His entry this week is mainly based off of potential star power, but he's made a fan out of me. He's one of the few competitors in 205 Live that I can actually see winning main roster titles. Plus, I hope he gets that Aladdin role that Tim told you about previously in the week. These next 2 entries were closer than I would like to admit. I have soured on them both as of late due to poor booking, but this week, they both made a comeback. This week's second best performance came from Seth freaking Rollins. Before this week, I only knew one thing about Seth. He's a good guy now. Thanks to this week, I understand why. He wants redemption. Seth is searching for forgiveness for his past actions, looking to redeem his sins, and it's a story that I can actually get behind. We all know Seth is a tremendous worker in the ring, but since his face turn, his character has sputtered in and out of interesting stories. Don't get me wrong, Bray Wyatt is a good opponent for Seth Rollins, but did we ever really find out why they were fighting? If we look forward to SummerSlam, it looks like we might be getting the continuation of my personal favorite Rollins rivalry with Dean Ambrose, who happens to be the owner of this week's best performance. Since the brand split, Dean has been on a very uneven path. Winning the belt against his bitter enemy from before, Seth Rollins, was exactly who it should have came against. All 3 members of the Shield being world champ in the same night was a nice touch as well, but that was probably the high point of his reign. He went from Money in the Bank winner to habitual nut kicker way too quick for my liking. And him dropping the belt to AJ was the right choice. Since then, he's remained a decent mid-card guy, but he's been locked in the middle of the pack. The Miz program from the last few months has had some fun moments, but I'm not here for wacky Dean Ambrose. I need the lunatic. This week, Dean finally displayed some character by showing us that an apology from Seth for stabbing his former brothers in the back was not enough, and I loved it. Too often does "sorry, my bad" solve all problems. Seth hurt Dean, and it won't be easy for their trust to be reformed. I happen to picture this being one of the biggest non-title feuds of the summer, so expect fireworks. My friends, the first installment of the Triple Threat has come to a close, and I'm very grateful to those of you who gave the show a chance. I highly encourage you all to leave your feedback, good or bad, and your opinions in the comment section below, or you can tweet your feedback to me directly at Ben McBrizzle on Twitter, spelled just the same as in the logo. Join me next week to see who earned their spot in the Triple Threat. Thank you.